So we see that all the time, and we do the hard stuff
Like, we can work cows together. I don't know if anybody.
beautifully,
Yeah.
silently.
We're
Yeah.
gonna make it.
Yeah, we can do the hard stuff really well. It's literally having the conversation about dinner.
Yeah, that's the worst thing.
It's typically because
What do you want for dinner? I don't know.
Yeah, and it's typically
I get that all
because
the time.
I don't provide enough protein for dinner. Where's the meat? I'm like, well, you have it, but it's, the tomahawk needs to be there. But yeah, but that's
Especially since he's a meat producer.
Yeah, right? I know. And I tell people that too. It's like, that's freezer beef. That's not our fridge beef. Like, that's different. So, yeah, you think we're out here
Poor
slinging
Carrie.
tomahawks every night.
He's like, what?
We're trying to pray for a broken vacuum seal so we get some meat.
Yeah, that's what he did. Yeah, the broken bags, the friends and family pile. No, this man gets spinach ravioli all the time. So,
Oh, bless his
sorry.
yeah, but we have that. That's funny. We have that spot on the farm. So
Yeah.
it's like right.
butter makes it good.
See? Yeah, I thought he was gonna like totally spit it at me because he was like, you could see that he was wanting to like choose marriage and love me in that
was
moment.
hovering over there. He's
Oh, but he was like,
like,
where's the meat? Like, I mean,
It's cheese. Cheese is a protein, dear.
see, thank you. And
Yes.
spinach is so heart healthy.
Yep.
Spinach can be added to everything. So,
Yes.
yeah. But Carrie would like a steak with a side of steak, and that's fine. We can do that.
Most men do.
Same.
Until their
I know,
vessel.
Yeah. I'll do that too.
Yeah. But we do. We have that spot. It's right dead center of the farm, and it's
Yeah.
up on
Right
top.
around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can see,
Yeah.
3 mountainscapes around us.
Or just
and-
riding around.
And riding around.
Yeah, just riding around, getting
Yeah.
a cup of coffee and just riding around. And I love to come over here and look at what I've done. And I think
Yep.
that for everything, for every struggle, it's looking over here and saying, you know what, Granddaddy,
We did it.
we did it. We saved it. And we did that, not just for us, but for you. And
Yeah.
for all your hard work. And so America Farms, and it's for you all too, because we want to see you guys come out and still be able to come to farms. Some of the best things I can see is children running out on that grass.
Yeah.
And, it unnerves a lot of people, but not me. I mean,
No, let
I
them
had
be
cow
wild.
chips thrown at me, so
Yeah.
nothing unnerves me. They're like, oh, manure. And I was like, oh yeah, that was fun. They
That was fun.
flatten and they get hard. And
Yeah.
My kids were goat poop and a slingshot.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
guys, come on.
Yeah.
But let them be wild.
They feral is what we say.
Yeah, absolutely. Our youngest is feral, but I let her ride gates.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's me, like, just totally
Getting yelled at when you were a kid. for
getting
riding
yelled.
a gate.
Yeah, getting yelled at as a kid for riding the gate and like bending a hinge or whatever it was. But I let Charlie in.
fun.
It was fun. I let Charlie in ride every gate, and I'm like, if I have to go through here and replace the hinge on every single gate by the time she's 10, we have done our job.
Yeah.
And I still struggle and bite my lip.
Just because she's only this small
Yeah.
for so long, and same with Lily. Like,
And she'll never forget that.
she'll never forget
She'll
it.
never forget it. Because I
No.
never forgot my grandpa putting me in his Jeep
Yeah.
and taking me.
Yeah.
That was the worst hill. He hated that hill over there. And he would say, babe, now we can't get too far down on this or we're going to roll down in that ravine. But
But still, there you went.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And
Our littlest is her favorite beach. And that's Goonie.
Is
Oh,
Uni.
it's Goonie.
Isn't that
Yeah.
something?
And it's Charlie's beach.
Yeah.
oh, that's amazing. Well, and again, we're so glad to have you here at the Rooted Table because I think you bring diversity to the table. You are the American dream. You are out there working 2 jobs, bringing meat to the table for Americans, and whatever part of that consumer that we can help you reach is important for us because that's what the table is about. It's about community and the roots going deep because we're all intertangled, every one of us. And the more that we can do to help one another, you all can help by, buying things from the Safel farm, whether it be bulbs that she sells from her flowers or meat that she puts on your table. It all helps. It all goes back to America, one way or another. When we support America, America gets stronger.
Yep. Yep. And it lets us continue to support other businesses, other
Absolutely.
farms,
And-
other growers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and those that are not financially able to support themselves. And what were you going to say, Karen?
I was gonna say, just need to educate them about the farm.
Yeah,
So, if you can do anything, maybe at this table, is try to educate the people about the locals, farms.
We don't work this hard to poison people, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing through this whole thing is you don't know what you don't know.
You don't
Just like
know.
shopping at the grocery store, you don't
Yeah.
know that the stuff's in your food until you learn those things and you can grow on those things. I mean,
Yeah.
even through this, I found so many people in our area that I didn't know existed. And I'm like, I could fill my whole fridge and
Fridge.
freezer for the week with just local people, but
Yeah.
we didn't even know they were there. It's a simple search.
Yeah.
you know?
And that's what the Rooted Table is going to do. So it's going to be a continuous resource. So all of these episodes are going to be online. They'll be able to go back and rewatch them. They'll be able to get your information. These ladies, I take no credit for this, are going to put together a recipe book, which I haven't gave them the recipes yet. But they're going to create a recipe book from each table. And then we're going to have a yearly book, which I hope is hardbound.
Yeah.
That will talk about your farm in that book because you were at the table for this month. So it'll be divided into the months and it'll have the recipes, it'll have a story about all the farms, and you'll be able to purchase that book. And we really hope that this makes such a big difference for the small farmers because it's really important for us that you are noticed and given the credit that is due for putting food on our tables, healthy food.
I'm gonna get emotional, so if you wanna cut this out, please do. But, sorry babe, I'm gonna go totally female here for a second, but as a female producer in a traditional livestock world, it's really hard to have the conversation about beef or cattle or just general livestock conversation. There's a lot of things that I lean on Carrie to do or conversations for him to have because I am not given the same respect in rooms that he is when he walks in. And I'm aware of that. I work in the animal health industry. I see it in sales and I see it in my personal life on the farm. And it's always been my goal to not just be a girl's girl, but to just be open armed to anybody that needs the information to get a farm started, but female to female especially. I just want to say thank you to you and to Kaylee, both of you. Thank you for making space, and whether male or female, it's just thank you. And we're taking off our siloed hats of beef farmer or traditional cattle producer or someone that's been in the industry for 50 years, and you're opening the door, or more like blasting it wide open and saying, just come educate yourself. Mm-hmm. And it's spaces like this, the Rooted Table and Rotano and people like you willing to say, it's okay if we all work together. It's okay. And I just want to shout thank you for that. I've had a lot of doors shut in my face along the way, and they've all led the path to right where we are, and that's okay. But even in times where you thought that people were truly going to support you and be there for you, and they weren't, and to be told, you're not smart enough, whatever it is that they give you, I can't tell you how much it means personally and professionally as well for our farm, just to have at least one human in the world that is just saying, hey, keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe in what you're doing. I believe in you both, and I think you're beautiful souls because I knew you before this day, and I know the integrity that you carry behind you, so I know the product. But I more so know that each person that's out there wants to support you too. They just haven't been given the knowledge, and that's what this group is hoping to do, is to broach that. And I hope that if anybody sitting and watching this thinks they can't do anything to help, you can share it, you can like it, you can subscribe, because the more people that know their story, the more people that support the Rooted Table, the more people that support Rotano, the Honeystead, the more people that we can reach and that we can help. And the small farmers that think that, just like you said, that feel like they don't know if they can go on, the Rooted Table wants to help them and encourage them, because I think that if we can bring their products to the table and to you, then we'll be able to help them survive. And if we can help one farm survive a year, one.
Yeah.
Then that has been worth every bit of the time and effort that each one of us is putting into it. So again, we can't thank you enough for coming to the table.
I look forward to that tomahawk steak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my cottage.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, like, that's not a steak, though. That's not a ribeye.
With a side of steak.
Steak.
Yeah, you want a ribeye with you want a tomahawk ribeye with a side of, like, filet.
I'm kind of thinking about
Sounds
this.
great.
I know.
I know.
Ravioli, I mean,
It was good, yeah.
If you guys would like to find out any more information about the Rooted Table and about the Safel Farm, we will have all the information down below, and I hope that you guys follow along and see what they're up to. They've
And
got,
our crazy annex
Yeah.
along the way.
We've got, I think, quite an adventure that I'm excited to be a part of. So
Me too.
this is going to be great.
Me too.
But we will see you guys soon.
Bye.